We have a behind the scenes clip of Waxwell. Let's take a look at the video. The Blush Crunch team have revealed what Waxwell looks like. This is what Waxwell looks like. This is Waxwell's full model. So Waxwell's head is indeed a candle that has been lit. And as you can see, the head is melting. But some players believe that maybe Waxwell would be blind because the wax would melt over his eyes. But it does look like Waxwell can see out of both his eyes, so this is not a blind TOON. In the video, Waxwell is very mischievous. It looks like Waxwell is putting salt inside Sprout and Cosmo's food to make the food taste bad, but Cosmo and Sprout actually like the food, and Waxwell does not look too happy about this. Waxwell gets angry and Waxwell's flame gets brighter and bigger, which could tell us a bit about Waxwell's ability. Maybe Waxwell has an ability where if he gets angry and angrier in game, he's able to activate his ability. I wonder what that ability would be. Maybe it would have something to do with the flame above his head. Maybe the ability can only activate during blackouts. What if Waxwell can remove blackout flaws because of his flame? That would be awesome because blackouts are so difficult, and to have a TOON to remove the blackout event would be amazing. I was thinking that maybe once Waxwell's rage bar has filled up to the maximum, the next blackout flaw will be removed and then the rage bar goes back to 0 maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Let's talk about what rarity the TOON would be. So it does look like this is a playable TOON. I remember seeing a comment from a user online saying that we haven't had a permanent uncommon TOON in a while. This is the current roster of uncommon TOONs. We have Brightney, Connie, Finn, Razzle and Dazzle, Roger, Tegan and Toodles. These are the permanent uncommon TOONs. Of course we have the holiday TOONs, but those only appear during holidays. So it's possible that Waxwell could be an uncommon TOON because we haven't had a permanent uncommon TOON in a very long time. Our last TOON was Brusher, and Brusher was a common TOON. We also got Lethal Dial when Brusher was released, and of course we had Squirm recently released as well, and Squirm is a rare TOON. So it's true that we haven't had a permanent uncommon TOON in a very long time. Let's talk about the possible requirements for unlocking Waxwell. I think that Waxwell would probably cost around 1,500 iCore or even 2,000 iCore because Connie is an uncommon TOON and Connie costs 2,000 iCore, and you also need to unlock 50% research on Twisted Connie. Maybe Waxwell will share a similar requirement to unlock the TOON. Let's talk about the possible stats of Waxwell. So when looking at the TOON does remind me of Blot. Blot has high movement speed and high stamina and 3 stars in stealth. Because Blot and Waxwell share such a similarity, I feel like Waxwell will have a similar stat distribution just like Blot. Maybe a few stars in different places but similar stats. So Waxwell could be a movement speed type of TOON. Let's talk about how many hearts we think that Waxwell will have. I don't think that Waxwell is a main TOON, but that doesn't mean that Waxwell will have 3 hearts because Sylvester has 4 hearts. So maybe the dev team are going to experiment with how hearts work with Waxwell. Maybe there's a new mechanic with Waxwell where Waxwell's hearts operate in a different way to other TOONs. That would be so cool. The update comes out in a few hours, so we will definitely find out how Waxwell operates and the best way to use Waxwell to take advantage of Waxwell's kit.